Horses have always played an essential role in human life. Whether in war, labor, or sports, these magnificent animals have transformed the course of history. But how did they arrive in the Americas? How were they domesticated? What are their surprising abilities and fascinating facts? Today, we'll explore all of this and much more. Get ready to embark on a captivating journey through the world of horses. Many people believe that horses have always existed in the Americas, but history tells a different story. The introduction of horses to the American continent began with the arrival of European explorers, especially the Spanish, in the 16th century. Hernán Cortés and other conquistadors brought horses to the New World, and many of them escaped and became wild, giving rise to the famous Mustangs that still run free across the plains of North America. The impact of horses on indigenous civilizations was profound, revolutionizing hunting and transportation and forever changing their cultures. Horses have incredible abilities that few people know about. Did you know they can sleep standing up thanks to a special locking mechanism in their legs? And that they can recognize human emotions just by tone of voice or facial expression? Another fun fact: each horse has a unique pattern on its muzzle, like a fingerprint. They also have an extremely wide field of vision, almost 350 degrees, allowing them to detect threats easily. And more horses have excellent memories and can remember people and places even after many years. The domestication of horses happened about 5,500 years ago on the Eurasian steppes. Nomadic peoples realized they could use these animals for transportation and warfare. In the beginning, horses were hunted, but gradually, humans learned to build relationships with them, making them loyal companions. Over time, horses were selectively bred for specific purposes, some for carrying loads, others for racing, and others for agricultural work. The bond between humans and horses grew, shaping entire cultures. Horses are true masters of body language. Their ears are great indicators of mood. When pointed forward, they show attentiveness. When pulled back, they signal irritation or fear. Their tails also express emotion, swishing either restlessly or calmly depending on their mood. The sounds they make, like neighs and snorts, are ways of communicating. They also show affection in subtle and beautiful ways. Sometimes they gently rest their head on someone or softly nibble as a sign of love. Paying attention to these signals is essential to understanding their feelings and needs. Before gunpowder, before tanks, the most feared sound on the battlefield was the thunder of hooves. War horses were symbols of power, strategy, and prestige. Alexander the Great trusted Bucephalus, his legendary companion, as if he were an extension of his own soul. In the Middle Ages, knights in heavy armor rode into battle on strong stallions trained to withstand combat. Armies were organized into cavalry, fast, lethal, decisive. In many cultures, the horse was just as important as the soldier. The Mongol Empire, for example, built one of the largest territorial expansions in history, all on the backs of tireless horses. They crossed deserts, forests, and steppes like living arrows. And when a horse fell, the warrior felt as if he had lost a brother. The history of war is also the history of horses. Today, horses continue to impress us, but now in arenas, tracks, and competitions where technique, beauty, and connection are celebrated. Equestrian sports are a silent dance between horse and rider, where every jump demands absolute trust. In dressage, the horse seems to float, responding to invisible cues with almost supernatural grace. In barrel racing and rodeos, the adrenaline surges. The horse becomes a lightning bolt guided by skilled hands. Every event shows just how much we still depend on the horse's sensitivity, strength, and intelligence. It's not just about winning, it's about harmony. The spectator's eyes shine not only with excitement, but with the recognition of something ancient. For a moment, we remember our old alliance, a bond that goes beyond sport. It's almost spiritual. And then we reach the peak of speed. Racehorses, like the thoroughbred, are perfect machines of power and grace. They are born to run, trained from foals to achieve the impossible. Races like the Kentucky Derby or the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe are more than sporting events. They are ceremonies that celebrate the purest form of speed. When the gates open, the world stops for a few seconds. Every muscle of the horse vibrates like a violin string. Every stride is calculated by instinct and training. Some reach nearly 45 miles per hour, and in that moment, there's something hypnotic about the sound of hooves, the shine of sweat, the movement flowing like wind. Jockeys trust their horses completely, and the horses, in turn, run as if they know they were made for it. It's art, it's sport, it's nature in its most extreme form. Have you ever dreamed of riding a horse, feeling the wind on your face and that magical connection between human and animal? Before you mount up, it's important to understand, riding is much more than just sitting and holding the reins. It's a partnership. The first tip is, respect the horse as a sensitive and intelligent being. Horses sense your nervousness, your impatience, your energy. So take a deep breath. Approach calmly, let the horse feel your scent, your presence. Wear comfortable clothing, avoid tight jeans, and opt for tall boots. Safety comes first. A good instructor is essential, as is understanding that every horse has its own personality. Be humble, you're entering their world. And remember, the goal isn't to dominate, it's to connect. Training a horse is an art, and like any art, it requires sensitivity, observation, and patience. Forget outdated ideas of using force or fear. Modern training methods like rational training and natural horsemanship value trust between horse and rider. The foundation of it all is respect. The first step is observing the horse, how it reacts, how it moves, what it fears. Then begin building a bond with calm gestures, rewards, and consistency. Traditional methods are still used in many regions and can work well if carried out ethically and with care. The truth is, there's no single right way. Every horse is unique, and training success depends more on the relationship you build than on technique alone. As much as we love horses, many mistakes are made simply from a lack of knowledge, and they can cause pain, stress, or even serious illness. One of the most common mistakes is feeding horses improperly, giving too much grain or human food. Another frequent oversight is failing to clean their hooves daily, which can lead to infections like laminitis. Many owners also forget to protect horses from intense sun or prolonged rain. Shelter and shade aren't luxuries, they're necessities. And watch out, overwork, poorly fitted saddles, and bad shoeing cause silent suffering. Never ignore signs like weight loss, apathy, or changes in behavior. Horses are discreet in their pain, they trust you to notice. Some horse breeds stand out when it comes to learning. The quarter horse, for example, is known for its quick intelligence and eagerness to please. The thoroughbred combines speed with smarts, making it popular in racing and sports. The Lusitano, a Portuguese breed, impresses with its sensitivity and ease in learning complex dressage movements. Another standout is the Morgan, famous for its versatility, memory, and ability to work well with children and beginners. What do these breeds have in common? A mix of balanced temperament, high perception, and a deep emotional connection with their trainers. Among the gentlest and most trustworthy breeds are those with calm, kind temperaments. The Clydesdale, with its massive frame, surprises with its gentle nature. The Percheron and Shire, other draft breeds, are gentle giants that do well with children and beginners. The Icelandic horse, despite its small size, is one of the most balanced and friendly breeds. The Paint Horse and Morgan, as mentioned before, are also known for their empathy and patience. These breeds are ideal for anyone seeking safety and partnership. The strength of horses is truly impressive, and some breeds stand out for their physical power and endurance. The Shire, considered the largest horse in the world, can pull tons with ease. The Percheron, with its robust muscles, was used to haul heavy cannons during wartime. The Clydesdale, with its broad frame, symbolizes strength and elegance. The Belgian draft horse combines power and versatility, used both in farming and in shows. But it's not just about brute strength. These horses possess a quiet nobility. Throughout history, horses haven't just been tools for transport or labor. They've been silent protagonists in humanity's triumphs. From plowed fields to epic battles, from ancient legends to racetracks, the horse is far more than an animal. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, loyalty, and mystery. Even with all our technology, cars, planes, robots, our fascination with horses remains untouched. Because deep down, we know, there's something in them that no engine can imitate. A horse represents the untamed spirit that lives in us too. When we look into a horse's eyes, we see courage, pain, beauty, and a history that's also our own. That's why we must honor and protect these incredible beings who have galloped with us for millennia, and who, in some way, will continue to run beside us, on land, in memory, or in our dreams. Horses have been true allies of humanity for thousands of years. Their strength, speed, and intelligence have shaped empires, made labor easier, and brought excitement to sports. More than just animals, they are loyal companions, reflecting the very history of civilization. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.